Some people, when they're going through a time of suffering, stop going to church. And I understand how that can happen, because church can be a difficult place to be when you're suffering. Sometimes people have the best of intentions, but they say things that are unhelpful. And sometimes we feel like we can't fully be honest when we're at church. Whatever the reason is for this feeling like we can't be fully honest at church, it certainly isn't what we see in the Bible, because the Bible has such brutal honesty about the full range of human experiences and emotions. And especially in the book of Psalms, you have, on the one hand, such happy moments. You think of the language of Psalm 16, fullness of joy. You think of Psalm 23, green pastures and still waters. One of my favorites is Psalm 131, which we're going to talk about in this series, which talks about calmness of soul. Lots of happy moments, but you also have a lot of dark moments in the Psalms. You have some Psalms, like Psalm 88, that don't have a happy ending. So it's a psalm of lament, and it doesn't have a ray of hope at the end that's necessarily very easy to see. You have passages like Psalm 3, which is written in this utter devastation as David is having to flee from his own kingdom and his own son, and he's being taunted along the way, and he's saying, Lord, how many are my foes? You could maybe paraphrase the spirit of it today, like someone saying, Lord, my whole life is falling apart. You have Psalm 130, the language of out of the depths I cry to you. The Psalms teach us that the gospel works itself out in relation to the full range of human emotions and human experiences, that wherever we get in this life, whatever we go through, whether good or bad, we're never off of the map of how God works the gospel into our hearts and into our minds and into our lives. So I hope that you'll join us over the next 7 weeks as we dig into the Psalms together.